to session 72 of A Space Between. And we'll start off with a recap from Pete.
We've been hanging out in Eva's old treehouse. It's been a while, but it's good to see her family. I forgot how big this place is. I don't understand the fuss, but everybody got stirred up about seeing some trend person. Bo sent us all the photo of her, but I guess I don't understand the problem yet. He keeps insisting that her presence is a problem, so Eva called the guards, and Cherry hacked the family and guards' data systems. And good grief. Much ado about Bo's ex. Turns out she plays the mastermind and confidence woman. But hey, as long as she leaves Eva's folks alone, I don't care. I kind of lost track a couple of times, but it seems like Bo has a major frenemies thing with this chick. Could be interesting if things start popping off. Yes, there was a hopeful tone to that.
Yeah, I was like, Pete is cooking up the snacks and the popcorn, ready to
Picking up his
settle in.
snacks, he was looking for his monoblade.
No, just looking to watch. So yeah, we left off, I believe, having gotten everyone settled into their rooms for the night. They're staying at the Mulligan residence. And Cherry had some inkling of a plan. I think she had kept to herself up to now. So she's sharing a room with Eva.
Mm-hmm.
So take it away.
So her first order of business would be to spend time with Eva to Eva's content. And then hopefully Eva at some point would start feeling tired. So um, that
Bold
though
assumption.
is a big if and a bold assumption to make. Would Eva be getting tired, or would she be really excited at having a sleepover?
Um, yes and yes. And I think Cherry knows her well enough that one of the easier ways for her to actually go to sleep when she's tired is if she's not working on something. So, keep her talking, and she may just talk herself to sleep, but get a wrench in her hand and something to fiddle with, and she'll talk and work much later, and then
Gotcha.
work herself to sleep.
And then work herself to sleep.
Yeah. So with some applied, I know my captainism. I don't think it will be terribly difficult for Cherry to coax Eva to sleep.
Gotcha. Okay, in that case, once she's finished doing that, she's hoping to try hacking the system more thoroughly. But first, she's going to reach out to Zeke. Where did the guys end up?
Yeah, there's like it's kind of a guest wing, and so there's a hall with several little suites, and so they've got, I guess, each got their own room.
How's she gonna reach out to Zeke?
So even though it is after business hours, she is going to see if he will tentatively reach out. She'll tentatively reach out with her mind, and then like, uh, testing. Zeke, are you there?
I don't think Zeke would hear that, would he?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's unfortunately not how that works.
All right, so she doesn't know that, but that's good.
Yeah, so she does that and gets no response.
She feels embarrassed. Then she remembers literally no one her. Uh, then she's gonna think about it. Okay, let me go find where he's staying. So she's gonna go try and find where his room is.
Is it possible for her to just send him a message? I mean, at that point, he would know. Or is he close enough that he could do that? I guess, Ben, is the question. Like, if she did message him, could he use Fast on Mind to connect with her at this range, or are we out of range?
Yeah, I believe so. I couldn't remember for sure if you had Facile Mind already, where you can, resume contact with somebody that you've contacted before.
I just wanted to give you the knowledge of how Zeke's powers work in case that wasn't clear, Danielle.
Yeah, let me see here. Because okay, yeah, you've got Facile Mind. So yeah, if she messaged Zeke, then he would be able to initiate a telepathic contact.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's up to you if you wanted to do that or if you just wanted to go find him and talk to him face to face.
She would actually be wanting to go talk to him face to face.
Okay. So yeah, she could easily find his room.
Cool, cool. She goes to do that.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if his door would be locked or what.
Probably.
She would knock.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you'd hear him rustling for a minute. Who is it?
Hey, it's me.
Oh,
Barry.
yeah. 1 sec. He opens the door. What's up?
So, do you feel like there's anything sketchy going on here?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. How would you feel about going and having fun times poking around, and finding out if there are sketchy things going on here?
Oh, the last time I did that, it didn't go over very well, but um,
Well, you seem to have fun. I didn't hear
yeah,
you then.
yeah, it is usually fun. You're right. Let's do it.
Force of chaos.
Yeah.
Cherry can't help but smile because she can always count on Zeke to want to have a fun time.
Mhm.
All right. Did anyone else have things they were doing?
Oh, I just added mine in the emote.
I could use a break from the spotlight, is why I'm need to mess Ben.
Too late, noob. All right.
I also need a second to deal with this dog before it wakes up a baby.
Oh.
Be right back.
All right.
Okay. That works,
Another
so.
for a pause on our end.
Yeah, good
Who's
moment to.
too busy listening to angsty punk rock and cleaning his weapons.
Oh my word.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say He's brought everything. So does he have them all unpacked or laid out?
Yeah, basically all spread out, working his way through the list.
Terrifying.
Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to think this time of night. Yeah, might unless he's trying to keep the lights down in the room. There's it's like light on under his door. It's like, why is Bo still awake? um, but it's not like I don't know if we decided it's crazy late yet. I guess we were saying it was pretty late because it was late enough for Eva to have been tired out a bit and talked to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, not like suspiciously late to be awake, but definitely late to be awake.
Hmm.
So does Bo have does he have a whole cleaning kit he maintains and is pretty meticulous about this sort of thing, it sounds like?
I guess the kits, that would be with whatever gun. I guess since some of these are like, field ready kind of guns, they'd have their inbuilt stuff. But yeah, he's always been particular about his gear.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, he's got a couple of fairly custom pieces, and so he'd be especially familiar with their assembly and their maintenance needs. But yeah, he's even got yeah, I was gonna say I don't know I know he's got a excuse me. Double handful. Yeah, a couple of those would certainly have been designed for military use.
Yeah, how many is it? Weapons? I'll have to go look.
You mean like the shear rifle or something like that, designed for military use? Cough, cough.
I guess the
Oh, what
grenades
not?
don't need any.
Those were
Polish,
originally designed for
spit shine the
multi.
Yeah.
grenades.
Clean the grenade. Yeah.
See, the height of the Terran mandate saw mall cops wielding shear rifles. It was wild times. Oh man. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
there's
guess that is a literal double handful of guns.
yeah. Yeah, he's coming pretty close to having one of every readily available gun.
Living the dream.
Oh,
Hmm.
and
Well, I stalled as long as I can with firearm talk.
no, you're good.
I'm trying to work out stuff with Avery about specifics of his peeking into the past.
Go
Yeah.
make bad decisions.
Ben, I also shot you a message.
Okay, yeah, I see.
As well.
Oh, okay, guys. Okay.
Hope you're surviving.
I love that GIF.
That makes me laugh. Like, she is so giddy looking.
Yeah.
Although I think Bo would have better trigger control. She literally had her finger around the trigger while she's like,
roll.
Oh
just
no.
playing with the gun. Like, I was like,
Oh dear, yeah.
yeah, no. So yeah,
Clearly
it's
nothing in
funny,
the
but
chamber, but still.
so long as she didn't shoot anybody by accident.
Yeah. Uh, Happy birthday.
I figure as far as what's going on, Pete's probably just charging and hanging out.
Yeah, I was gonna say he excuse me, he would have been given his own room as well. They don't really have like dedicated, bought rooms or anything, but they would have had a gotten him an adapter so he could hook up and be charging
Interrupt
in his
here.
room. Hmm.
Because we did establish that when Pete was living with Eva before, pre-game, Eva insisted on him living like a human, with the clothes and tie, and I think part of that was also having his own room, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So even if they didn't keep his room, wouldn't they still maintain that particular paradigm of putting him in a
Yeah,
room?
that is quite true. I had misremembered or not remembered that detail.
Yeah, Eva
So
was
yeah,
very particular about treating him like a person.
that's
Yep.
cool.
No.
Yeah,
So his
so definitely.
nudity is a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, those filthy bots. Their disregard for modesty.
Disregard for pants.
I feel like
Oh
if
man.
Pete heard Bo mutter that under his breath at some point, he would say, "The armor plating on the outside of his pants enough." I'm sure that's an argument they've had on the ship or something.
Yeah.
His epidermis pants.
That sounds even worse.
Oh goodness. Yeah, that'd be Pete's place to say, "No, I do not skin people and wear wear their hide."
Uh-huh.
Or
Yeesh.
make some kind of reference to the barbarity of humans, skinning animals and wearing their hide. But yeah, I guess in the light of that reminder, yeah, they would have definitely had a room set up for him with the charger in place, and uh, they would have stocked it with some of the outfits that they had for him back in the time that he was living with them. So I'm sort of inferring
Aw,
that he may have
they're holding
left.
out hope that he will decide to actually wear clothes. That's
Well, I was gonna say,
He
um,
did.
kind of
Yeah.
inferring
Not
that,
all the time.
yeah, that maybe he, when they left, he was like, I don't really need all those outfits, and left most of them with them. Because I don't think you've mentioned him ever having any clothes other than, there was
unless they're forced upon him.
there was an outfit of sorts that
Yeah,
was,
cultural expectations versus him carrying.
The
yeah.
magnetic bow tie.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there was a pretty formal set that was loaned to him while he was on the way to visiting Cherry's family. Um, that they had set him up with for meeting important people and whatnot. Because there, it's common and fashionable for them to wear things, but not typically just the kind of clothing that you'd see humans in, but more like decorative, adornment, little accessories, and uh, I guess not exactly plating, but yeah, just like metallic, magnetic. I the yeah, I guess it's like, magnetic clothing pretty much. Um,
Yeah,
easy to mix
basically
and
just
match
throw
lots
it
of little
around as a
pieces.
wrap and stick the magnets.
Hmm. Yeah, and it makes it a lot easier to mix and match smaller pieces. You're not bound to the same types of clothing that humans have to wear because humans tend to need it to hold on and resist the pull of gravity, where the bot clothing doesn't have to obey those rules. It's got magnetism to try defying gravity. Anyway, puns aside,
Um,
let's see. Did we? How are Cherry and Zeke doing? Oh, I see. I just got some messages.
all right, so I think we figured out the order of operations for this.
Okay.
Um, so first, Cherry does want to hack into a more secure network that she was able to find out about last time, but she wants Zeke's help to maybe help her secure some locations for some line shunts before she does it.
Okay. So let's see then. Hmm.
And since
Yeah,
it
because
seems like a
Stinker.
fun, go ahead.
I was say, Zeke's a little stinker who's been poking around trying to really get a lay of the land. So
Absolutely. Hmm. As a teleporter, who can only teleport where they've been before.
yeah, I mean, he gets in
Or,
the broom closet. Isn't that normal?
yeah.
yeah. I will make the note that um let's see. I guess we did have, yeah, not Cherry. Eva had taken him aside for a moment and just said something along the lines of like, "Hey, my dad knows you're a psychic and just wanted to make sure you knew not to get into any trouble, basically." And that she had vouched for him.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, he's been into several parts of the house, but only like the publicly available areas, and of course like the guest rooms. He would have been able to poke his poke his nose into the other unoccupied guest rooms and walk around. Um, but yeah, I don't know how hard he would have tried, but he would have noticed most likely as he's doing his thing of trying to just be nosy in somebody else's space that there were there were doors to other parts of this mansion that were locked and secured, and in a couple cases had security guards with eyes on them.
Ethan.
I mean, what kind of psychic does this guy think I am?
The worst kind.
The
A
teleporter.
nosy one.
Because
An
Eva told him.
unknown one. Oh yeah, did Eva? Yeah, that's right. I forgot Eva told him.
Yeah, she told him that it's okay.
She-
He's mostly harmless kind. He's just a teleporter.
Yeah, he's mostly just a teleporter.
I twitch.
Lean on anything else in his kit, and he doesn't know. That's what I'm hearing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's when you go back in time to see his combination on the safe lock or whatever. You'll never
We're
see
getting
it coming.
there. We're definitely getting there. Um,
Hey, Ben.
yeah. So yes, Danielle, how do you want to proceed with that?
Okay, so first she wants to try and plant line shunts, but I'm always really bad at this. Don't know where the best places to plant those are. So I just want to say that if there's a place where it would be beneficial to plant them, that's where I want to plant them.
Yeah, so that's fine. I was just say you're not expected to know that ahead of time. Basically, that depends entirely on the network. Not
Right,
everyone.
but I do feel like Cherry would at least be like, I know the types of places that would be possibly more beneficial,
Yeah, I mean, you could
Yes.
definitely. There, I could imagine a scenario where you just basically brute force it. You just try the 3 or 5 most likely places and hope you get the right one. Um,
Gotcha.
but it's a relatively easy hack to acquire that information. It's just the base DC 8, of course modified by whatever other stuff, but just to connect to the network and ask it, hey, you know, what's the layout here? Where do the line shunts need to be?
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously not explicitly that in universe, but that's mechanically what you're doing.
So the security guards would really like that.
Oh yeah, they'd love that. So yeah, what you're gonna want to do is basically find a place to tap into one of the data lines of the, whatever this other network is that you're trying to access, and or find a terminal that you can just plug into, and then you want to execute that hack. That'll tell you where to put a line shunt if you need any,
Okay.
and then you can go from there.
So should she start by checking out their rooms? Like, would she be like, first, let's, go into your room and see if there's a database, whatever. Not a database, sorry. Something I could plug into to get to the database.
There's a report right over here, right then?
Yeah, so I mean, you could definitely plug back into like the regular house network, and you
Another thing is like I'm not tech savvy and I'm playing a tech savvy character. So
yeah. So let me just put it this way. I'll say that what you were able to, the bit of digging that you did before that had you discovering this network, gave you an idea of where it was physically located in Eva's parents' house, and it is, it is connected I guess let me think how to try to put this. Um, it ends up running off the same like main data line from that kind of feeds into the whole mansion, but it is basically in the off limits areas, mostly on the second story and higher of the mansion.
Mm. Well, that's annoying.
And so yeah, I guess maybe the main data line that connects the two, runs um, runs like up, underneath the sort of the main staircase in the grand entryway.
Okay.
But then you'll need to get into the up higher up in the mansion somehow to access that other network.
Mm.
There are a few places. There's like the main kind of grand staircase and the grand entry and everything. Big open room, hugely vaulted ceiling, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Then there are like a couple little service stairways in like the staff section of the first floor that would have access, though
Uh-huh.
it is still secured access to the second story.
Mm-hmm.
Is there potentially somewhere on the since this is like residential, right? I'm imagining there's some ingress on the exterior of the building. Would we know? I mean, my knowledge of this futuristic networking is limited, right? Um,
Hmm.
but would we know if that would be a potential vector to consider, like actually just going outside and
Yeah, so uh this is like a McMansion. It's on a large piece of property. There's no immediate neighbors or anything, but there are definitely windows and um, some like little windowsill flower shelves or whatever. There is a balcony on one side of the house, the east side, and so yeah, and then of course there's like the roof. You've got the parking, basically like the parking garage also connects to the house, not just on the first floor in the basement, but also the second story.
Goodness.
I guess yeah. My question is that knowing what our duo knows of networking and hacking and whatnot, is that even a viable thing for us to consider, or
What going?
like
Which
looking
part of the thing?
for a opportunity on the exterior of the mansion to infiltrate the network?
Ah, well, let's see. She does know that she's got a pretty awesome and incredibly expensive tool on hand, which is spectacularly illegal for her to even have and be using personally here on Anagris, like most places. She has a data phase tap, which let's see. Oh man, yeah, within 5 meters.
Yeah, that's huge.
Uh, let's
I've never
see.
given one to my players.
It does. There is some limitation on how much uh I guess it's, yeah, the limitation on how like how much wall can be between you and the thing. I think is supposed to. I'm not exactly sure what the intention is, but I'd be guessing that it means like you can't tap into something across across the building through multiple walls, because what walls are made of is, interferes with that signal more than just, the ground or
Well, speaking of that,
insulation stuff.
could we hack up from under the grand staircase?
That is worth a shot.
So I still think that the exterior of the building is worth considering, just for the fact that, like, I think whatever device you would install is less likely to be noticed immediately than in a grand staircase type setting. But
That's fair.
Do you
She's
want
willing
to?
to follow to follow Zeke's lead on that. She did promise him to get up to shenanigans. So
I mean,
if
Zeke's not going to do any of that until we feel confident that we have a plan we want to go down, and he uses Oracle powers to make sure we won't die.
Yeah.
I think he would tell him she's trying to like figure out where, whatever.
So it sounds like Cherry's proposing, you know, get back into like staff area and under the grand staircase and try to tap in from there. He's saying, well, I saw there's a balcony and plus the roof, um, that he thinks might be a good way to get access without being noticed.
Yeah, I mean, he's thinking like, hey, if I can get this thing on the roof and it goes unnoticed, I can recover the equipment later easily with minimal risk. Um, but if it's on the roof of a room that it's easily going to be seen on, there's a good chance that it will be, and it's gone, and we're caught.
Why don't you take me with you?
I can do that.
I feel like if we're caught together, it's easier to come up with an excuse than if you're just some dude randomly teleporting around.
It's easier for me to do the exploration first and bring you to our final destination. Um, that said, we can kind of go either way. I think he can do about 3 jumps. Let me check that with you. Oh, he's proficient, so actually, yeah. Oh, and burdened.
Sweet.
So he can actually bring Cherry along for up to like what is that 7 teleports?
Um, yeah, I think so. Assuming he doesn't burn his effort on other things.
I think so. So
Oracle powers will certainly cut into that a bit.
yeah. So I think it's probably better for Zeke to quickly just scope it out first, and then, like, if it's the roof, right, that looks best, he would bring you to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's see. So, question here. I'm just glancing at your effort here. You don't have any effort currently being committed, but I know you've got some, flip a switch kind of powers like your armory, your kinetic traversal, your cloak powers. Or do you want to have any of those turned on before you start doing stuff?
Yeah, I think cloak powers for sure. Um,
Okay.
know that armory is necessary at this point.
Okay.
Here, I'll commit one to that.
All right. So one for the cloak powers.
We're totally just gonna find out the trend's working for Eva's dad.
Let's see. All right, so let's see. And you are teleporting the two of you to where?
Um,
Did you say somewhere up on the roof?
well, yeah, we're trying to iron that out. So it's between Zeke going and scoping it out, which would take no effort,
Yeah, go for
or
it.
bringing Sherry along. Um,
Yeah, I was gonna say you could definitely do both of you. Just gonna say if you two are, when you get ready to start heading out of like the guest wing, um, you would you would probably notice like out a window, somebody making like a lap around the building. Looks like one of the security guards, and he
maybe
would.
we would be to like get an idea of what that pattern looks like and if there are multiple rotations going on.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you would know there are a few around the premises, both in and outdoors. So if you're wanting to do this without getting noticed, I'll need some sneak checks with either wisdom or dexterity. I would take.
And this is just to look out the window?
No, this would be if you're getting ready to move around. You're saying you want to observe and bide your time for now. Watch for
Yeah,
the
I'm figuring
patterns.
look out the window, get a sense of how many patrols there are and how much time we might have
Okay.
if we were to exit the building between patrols.
Okay. Give me a notice check then.
Can Carrie assist?
Yeah. Yeah, she sure can. What do you have in mind? Just another notice roll or something else?
I think we should just both try and
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking it could be another notice roll.
Yeah, go for it.
What do you want me to use for notice?
Wisdom.
Okay.
Okay. That's good because you needed the help. Um, yeah, between
Yeah.
the two of you, um, you were able to wait a little bit. And fortunately, you spot a second patrolling guard, and they have they're going around at different times, so that they are they're reducing the amount of time that passes without a guard walking by, and following slightly different routes. One a little closer to the building, kind of glancing in the windows and stuff, and the other one a bit further out, somewhat in the shadows, even going by some of the outbuildings. So, yeah, you guys have a good idea. I'll give you +2 on your sneak checks then, for whenever you're ready to try to make your way out the nearest door at the right moment and teleport yourselves onto the roof somewhere.
and we could see the patio, right?
The patio or the balcony?
The balcony, sorry.
Yeah, you could go for the balcony instead if you wanted.
Uh, Danielle, what do you think about taking along to the balcony to help scope it out and then see if we can get to the roof, I guess, is the best place for your device.
So I'll interject here. Danielle's muted anyway. Just to say that Cherry would know her tap she can use to connect to the network, potentially from the roof, or from the balcony. Very likely from either of those. And hopes that she can use that to find out where the line shunt needs to go. But the line shunt is very likely going to need to go somewhere inside.
Yeah.
And the balcony is on the second floor or the first floor?
Second.
So we do have a potential to be able to see inside of the second.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I still think that's a good plan, right? Take
Yeah.
us both up to the balcony, get a look around. So I'll do that and commit the effort.
Did you want to? Were you wanting to oracle that first?
No.
Okay.
I would, but Zeke didn't.
Sounds good. All right, so both of you give me sneak checks
All right.
with either wisdom or dexterity, your choice.
I'm trying to remember. Is this per scene for the
Did you
teleport?
give a modifier for the sneak check?
Yeah, you guys get a modifier of 2. For teleportation,
Scene,
no.
right?
Let's see if it's you're having to commit just because of the burdened part, and that is for the day. Teleporting yourself used to be for the
Okay.
scene,
Right.
but now it doesn't cost you anything anymore.
Okay, and then we're doing sneak with what was that? Dex?
2 modifier.
Modifier of 2 and either your dex or wisdom.
Oh.
Oh boy.
If needed, I can alter an outcome, Cherry.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna want to use her reroll first. Well, I guess I'll leave that up to you guys.
I can try alternate outcome.
Zeke is gonna need to alternate outcome himself, though.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
What?
Oh
Oh,
no.
It's the same dice, just in reverse order. Roll 20 trying to kill the hacker
weird.
again.
I guess Ben has it out for me.
Yeah, he usually does.
I just committed 2 additional effort for us to reroll that.
Okay. And so then you're gonna give me a roll.
Yep. Then you have this one as well.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's
Yay.
good. So Zeke made his. Let's have. Is Cherry going to?
I have a -1 to sneak, so this just feels really unfair. But
So do I.
wisdom and dexterity have 0.
It's so unfair for the GM to force me to sneak around and have a -1 sneak.
All right.
Do you want to? Okay, you used a reroll. All right, there you go. Whew. All right, so yeah, you both pass at that point.
At great cost.
Break.
There are, I love the idea of interpreting this as there are multiple moments as you guys are sneaking through the house, you'd where Zeke grabs Cherry, I don't know, not necessarily by the scruff of the neck, but like grabs her and holds her back right as a
Grabs her
guard
by the
walks.
arm.
Yeah, and you know, then there's at least one moment where Cherry, uh, you know, starts to starts to stumble, but catches herself, arms windmilling, before she silently catches her balance again without falling, and managed to quietly open a door without it even squeaking very much. Get yourselves outside in between the two guards' paths, and creep along the outside to get a vantage on the balcony, and poof, you are both on the balcony. And find yourselves on either side of the kind of the double balcony doors that are mostly glass. And as you're about to move, you hear faintly movement, footsteps inside whatever the room is that this balcony is attached to.
Is it like moving in our direction faintly, or like just people moving in general?
It doesn't sound like it's moving in your direction, but you hear some footsteps, and you hear very muffled what might be voices. You definitely can't make not enough to make anything out. And so the two of you are there, like backs flat against the wall, the outside of the building, to either side of these glass doors. Um, and I guess this is nighttime. There is some dim light indoors, and some lights shining on the outside. The balcony, though, here is dark. Does Cherry want to go ahead and try to use her data phase tap from right here? See if she can find a line to connect to.
Can Zeke install that if he needs to? Is that
Um,
something he would need to do? Does it
it's
require?
Think of it more like almost like think of it like a digital stud finder kind of thing that also lets
Sorry.
you, some sort of digital combination of a stud finder and like a USB connector, so you can like wirelessly connect to something through the walls. Um, so no, but the line shunts though, which she's trying to find out the location to put. He has installed those before. Those are simply, you know, rip off the little sticky pad cover, slap it in place, over where the data line is, and you're good to go. I like the flavor there, Danielle. In the roll 20 chat. All
Yes, I
right.
mean Zeke could try and access the roof at this point, as they discussed, or if uh, Sherry wants to install that here, we can work on getting back safely.
Mhm. Danielle, you're muted if
Is
you.
there anywhere out here that they can hide? Like any large statues or busts or curtains or a curve around a wall or something?
Um, the curtains could be an interesting choice. The downside being they're only going to hide you from one, from either the outdoors or from indoors. Like if you hide behind the curtains from, to hide from
I was
somebody
thinking
outside.
more like if somebody came out onto the balcony.
Yeah, if somebody came out onto the balcony, yeah, you could hide yourself behind the well, oh, I guess what am I talking about? The
Inside.
curtains would be inside. Um I mean, there's a bit of furniture, kind of like outdoor furniture here that if you were you could definitely hide behind or underneath it from certain angles.
We're
But
in the
it's
second story too, right? Like, is the
Mhm.
patrol gonna still see us at this point? Do they have a good angle on this balcony?
The guy that was farther out, you think might be able to glance up here. It's dark where you are right now, so as long as you stay still and low, you don't think it's likely he'd notice you.
Ben, tell me if this is inaccurate.
Okay.
You're posted in session chat.
Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah, that's super intricate. Yeah, it's you're not far off. I would imagine, just a
Wow.
bit larger. A couple
Yeah, I
a
agree
couple
with that
steps
because that was
down
also
on the
larger.
a couple steps down on like the ornate architecture scale, but definitely like still clearly wealthy. Um, you know, obviously Joe Schmo doesn't have a two-story mansion with balconies on the second floor. Um,
Right. I
but
was
it's
thinking though, like the details of like the furniture and like the potted like hydrangeas and stuff
I got you.
was kind of what I was thinking of, like where they might be able to like duck
Yeah,
behind or
I
something.
see what you mean. Yeah, and so the furniture, there's a little bit larger furniture because there's it's like a little bit bigger. It's large enough to have like a couch and a couple little uh love seat kind of things that are
Yeah.
arranged to for several people to kind of hang out and socialize and watch
Yeah.
the sunrise or whatever.
It's a
Um,
party balcony.
exactly. And there are some like floral decorations, but none of them are large enough to really hide you.
What
I said
direction are they
plus
facing?
second.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, so my question was, did Cherry want to go ahead and try to use the data phase tap here to see if she can just access that network and
Oh yeah,
find out where
absolutely.
the line shunts need to go? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, she can pull that thing out and point it in at the wall and kind of run it around, uh, moving it along the wall, trying to find a data line. And she she's having trouble. Is able to determine basically there's not a line running through the exterior wall here, but she realizes that the glass would not really hinder the signal like the walls would, and so if she could put it up against glass, either a window or the one of the doors, and aim it at far walls in the room, if there's a data line there, she could connect that way.
Okay. Can she relay that to Zeke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can think with Zeke now. I mean, we're connected.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean, that doesn't cost any effort at this point, so why not?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you would want him to do with that information, like at this phase?
She'd kind of just be like thinking out loud.
Gotcha.
Ben, can you explain
Okay.
one more time what you said?
Basically just that like you could go up to the door or the window and think of it like shining a laser pointer through a glass window or door. You're kind of doing that, and if you could aim it at a spot inside and you could basically find a data line just on the inside of one of those walls that you'd be aiming at. Does that make sense?
I think so. So basically, she needs to get closer to the glass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does she want to try window or door?
Um. Hmm. She'll ask Zeke through their telepathic link. Should I try a window or a door?
Zeke would ask if there's any urgency in doing this now necessarily, or if we can come back when it's more likely that the room is no longer occupied or um,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. She hadn't thought about that. She'll
like
be
at
great.
this point he can get us back to the balcony from anywhere, right? So it's his range is like what? Oopsie. 10
Oh yeah,
kilometers, I think. Or
he's got all
1,000.
the range.
No. Yeah, 1,000 kilometers.
He could go back to the airport from here.
Yeah.
She would,
Spaceport, whatever.
she would look put out.
Oh.
I mean, do you think it's like a bedroom?
But there's people talking, so there's at least two of them. Can you make out whose voice it is?
Hmm. Can she do that, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, she could peek. She could peek through the door or the one of the windows and see if she can see who it is.
Are you going to make me roll a sneak check for that?
What do you think?
I think yes.
Yeah. You would be correct.
Is Zeke any better at sneaking than Harry is?
Yeah, probably. Well, he's better at
Just
noticing.
barely.
No.
He has a +1 to wisdom. Since I tend to let you use either one for sneaking. That gives him a tiny edge.
Zeke's
So
gonna try.
his like +3 sneak just sitting in his room.
Yeah.
Look, Zeke's gonna see if he can notice who it is.
All right. Well, I will do one attempt at sneakiness. She'll sigh and she'll say, "Be ready to TP us out of here if I make an idiot of myself." Okay.
Okay. You got this.
She's gonna very tenderly poke her face to the closest window or door whatever that you can sort of gaze through or listen through.
All right, so yeah, she can quickly take in. She's basically seeing, a large living room, sitting room kind of situation, and there are a couple of people, neither of whom she recognizes, just sitting on one of the couches and chatting. They've got drinks in hand. Um, they're they're also facing the couch they're sitting on is facing perpendicularly to where to the wall that you guys are the exterior wall you guys are on. So not not necessarily in direct line of sight. So it looks like you could have a clear shot to try using your tool without getting noticed, at least for a few moments.
Dadgummit, I've been muted. Okay.
You
I was asking you questions and you didn't answer, and then I was like, wait a minute, but I'm muted.
well, you can ask again if you want.
Yeah. You said perpendicular to the opening to the balcony. Are we looking at the back of their heads, like the back of the couch, or are they facing
You're looking,
towards?
yeah, you're kind of looking at the side of their heads. They're
staring right at you through the window.
So I'll try and use my tool again if it.
Yeah, yeah, you good. It looks like basically they're looking. I was maybe explaining that in an obtuse way. They're looking off to the side and not at the wall that you're on.
No, I knew that. Thank you.
Ethan, yeah, you peek in. They both instantly make eye contact with you directly.
Ben, focus.
Sorry, I'm focusing.
I want to use my tool. How do I
Use
do
your
that?
You just
I just use it.
you
Thanks.
just do it.
Cool.
Yes. After a few moments of you aiming it around, you find a spot. You are connected, and you can your this thing interfaces with your black slab, and you can execute your hack to find out the network layout and where line shunts need to go, if any.
Oh, okay. So do I? Well,
So you will now make a program check with your hacking dice and a modifier of 1 to represent your black slab. And you ace it with flying colors.
hey.
So you get a layout of the network, and it does in fact uh, covers the second story. There is going to be one line shunt required to execute hacks on this network because it is slightly more hardened than your average homeowner's network, and you have lucked into seeing that this room that you are peeking into is actually one of the valid line shunt locations. There's some sort of security node in the the one of the far walls, which currently is in the blind spot of the two people who are chit chatting.
Can I send like mental images to Zeke through my mind?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You could like imagine you could be just like imagining that far wall with like a little red circle around the spot that a line shunt needs to go, and then you could explain that to him telepathically as well.
All right, she will do that.
Oh.
Okay. And as she's doing that and keeping keeping just this one eye, peeking in the corner of the window here, she sees a door open and Mr. Mulligan's assistant enters the room,
Oh shoot.
and she looks like a woman on a mission. She's not glancing at the window, but she is heading over. Looks very matter of fact. Both of the other two in the room look over and give her their attention. She says something briefly, and then one of them gets up and follows her out of the room. And you can see as as the door opens, that for the two of them to leave the room, you catch a glimpse of Mr. Mulligan and maybe an office. Just judging by a bit of the furniture, you can see briefly as the door opens and shuts again.
So, question. Sherry saw that, correct?
Yes.
Did Zeke see it because she saw it?
Um, she can send him an image later if he wanted to be peeking. I guess let me put it this way: if you want to him to have seen that, she could have maybe told him, and he could have peeked around the corner real quick. If you're talking about like wanting to quickly teleport through the doorway before it closes or
No,
something.
I'm just wanting to know if like her mental image is sufficient to give
Mm.
him what he needs to later enter that room he potentially
Oh
could have to.
no, because remember you have to have been there before or be currently looking there.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
Yeah.
clarify. If while facile mind Danielle sees, does that count as
Mhm.
Zeke?
And
Yeah,
actually,
that's how
yeah, and that's actually a good question. Even for the purposes of like, if you wanted to teleport in that moment, it's pretty explicit about it being the naked eye. So you can't be like looking through a security camera or looking through like a mental image in someone else's mind, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
so I
good
guess would
question.
she have gotten his attention to look in the window?
She
Yep.
probably
Okay.
reacted when
It does.
somebody came through. Yeah.
He looks.
So yeah, he sees the same thing. Just a glimpse of Mr. Mulligan's office as the secretary is as the assistant is going back in the room with one of these two guests.
I mean, at this point, Zeke's probably thinking like, "Great, now we just need to wait until Mr. Mulligan is clearly not in his office, and we can probably put a line shot in there."
Yeah. Danielle, what are you thinking? You're muted again.
Sorry, I keep muting myself because I'm eating chips.
Oh,
But
that'll do it.
Cherry's kind of freaking out a little bit right now because this feels a lot higher stakes than she'd intended. With Eva's dad right there.
Zeke's telling her it's fine. This is what we were here to do.
Yeah, man.
And there's still one person left in that room, correct?
There is, yeah. At this point, they're just swirling the drink and kind of staring off into the distance. So, what do you guys? Are you guys waiting for something else to change, or what do you want to do?
How quickly can they install a line shunt?
It's quite literally, peel and stick. You do want to maybe find a spot where you can do it innocuously, where it's not going to be noticeable. Um, there is yeah, I'll say this. Since you kind of bring it up, there's a there's a plant that you could move just a little bit to make sure it hides that spot of the wall better. Because yeah, you can tell like you now realize that spot, the other side of that wall would be in Mr. Mulligan's office. But you can get the line shut close enough to the data line on this side of the wall too.
Okay.
So you guys want to go ahead and go for it now while there's just one person in the room, or do you want to wait for something to change?
How far away is that wall?
I mean, it's going to be a handful of meters. It's nothing crazy.
I've been writing in roll 20, if that helps.
Okay.
So she basically says, let's do it. She's ready to go.
He's gonna counter with, do we need to both go into this room? Can he just go in and maybe drop the line shunt, pop back out real quick, and then telekinetically place it? Maybe more discreetly than,
He could. I mean, he could install it telekinetically, but it would. He's going to have to be in there for a few seconds between teleports anyway. So in that time, he could, as long as he teleports right to the spot, he could teleport in, stick the thing in place, and then slightly scoot the plant over in the time it would take for him to be able to orient himself and teleport somewhere else again anyway.
Well,
I'm not really thinking about time so much as how covert the technique is, right? Like,
yeah, if he's wanting to
Oh,
pop in alone and then pop back out to the balcony to get her, she would be fine with that.
I'm thinking like he would pop into the room in an ideal place, right, to not be seen, with the line shunt. Then a few seconds exit the room, right, and from there place the line shunt telepathically, prioritizing stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. So I will say that telekinesis is it's not as it's a little tends to be a little clunkier than just your basically your whatever your fine motor skills would normally be. It's not generally used for uh very delicate kind of stuff. You can use it to move small things, but if you're thinking about not wanting to be clunky or making extra noise or whatever, your your best bet is going to just be to do it with your hands. If you didn't need to go in there in the first place, obviously it would be much more subtle to just do something telekinetically and never be in there. But since you've got to get in there one way or the other, um, so yeah, That's what I'd say. You could certainly still do it the other way if you would rather, but I would just, there's also the point that there is somebody who knows that he's psychic around, so that might be a reason to also limit how many psychic things he's doing if he doesn't need to. But it's up to you whether he thinks of that or not.
Dang, because I was literally just thinking, could I curse the luck of this guy in the room so we could more easily complete this operation without being caught?
Dead.
But you're saying that could make us more likely to be caught.
Yeah, it depends.
I'm leaning toward like knowing all of that, right? That Zeke would be more apt to try this operation another time when it's more likely to succeed.
Hmm.
This feels like the wrong time.
So you think you might be expressing some cold feet to Cherry as well?
Yeah, I mean,
Takes a
knowing
180.
there's someone there who potentially could detect anything psionic that he does, and his only path forward to do this, what he would consider to be most safely, would be using multiple different abilities in quick succession. He would probably lean towards it not being good timing to try this at this exact moment.
Okay, what does Cherry say to that? You're muted though.
Every time. So sorry. Okay. She'd be a little taken aback. She'd
Like, what happened? It's totally fine.
kind of scoff, like, I thought it was my job to be the one who gets nervous. What are you getting nervous about?
All right, that's enough. He's gonna do it.
Uh,
All right, so
She didn't
Yeah.
intend to, but Cherry basically went bok 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 bok.
yeah, she goes to him.
so is he gonna just go ahead and teleport himself in there?
Oh yeah, he's gonna try and place the line shot directly.
Did he take it out of her hand or something?
Yeah, we can say that.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so he does so. Go ahead and give me another one of those skill checks. Metapsionic skill checks.
I don't think this is gonna go well. Oh,
Okay. So let's see then. He slaps down the line shunt quickly. Nudges the pot just slightly closer to make it to hide it better. And then he's teleporting back out.
yep.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Hmm. All right, so he's back out on the balcony with Cherry.
Okay. How many seconds passed for all of that to happen?
Like 6 seconds.
But it felt like a lifetime.
It did. I guess actually all that, I guess I should clarify. Do you mean him teleporting into the room, doing the line shot, and coming back out?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that was 6 seconds.
Okay.
um, and what are the two of you doing when he gets back? Were you guys gonna teleport out somewhere else, or were you gonna stick around and try to connect from here to do more hacking?
Does Zeke know if he was detected?
He does not know right now. No.
We could do this sitting on the love seat thing.
Is he just gonna flop down onto the love seat?
And just see how this goes for a bit longer. He's
Oh,
got 3 left.
you're talking to about trying to hide from the view of the
Yeah, what direction was the furniture facing? To the inside or?
facing away from the
Yep.
doors to the inside. Yeah.
He wants to sit, maybe even lay on the love seat.
All right. Yeah. So kind of hide from the view over there.
Yeah, only if
Um.
he's like pretty confident he's not going to be seen by the guards and that he can kind of
Yeah.
keep an eye on what's going on in that room.
Cherry is mentally hissing at him. What are you doing?
As he scrambles over and quickly ducks on the other side of the love seat. Um. And they're still close enough to each other that he could teleport them both out. Um.
Oh man.
Let's see.
He's
There
going
it.
to remind her that they had agreed on a contingency plan if they get caught. And this kind of compromising position really plays well into that story.
She's going to cover her face with her hands momentarily. And he can sense after a couple seconds that she's taking deep breaths to try and calm herself. Then she'll say, "Fine, scoot over."
And he makes her. And we're going to keep an eye on that room.
Okay, so you're kind of like peeking over the back of the love seat, watching through the balcony door.
You got to imagine there's something reflective, right? That we can just kind of look.
Hoping for a mirror placed in just the right spot so you can watch the reflection to see.
Throw, throw us a bone so we can wrap this scene up. We're having fun now, but
Okay. So you're. Uh,
I think Zeke could reasonably have thought to bring something like that on a silly mission like this.
are you sensing the need for a little hand
Yeah,
mirror?
why not?
I think that's. I buy that. He sensed the need to have a little hand mirror for peeking corners.
Note to self, add that to his kit so I don't need to do this next time.
True. All right, so if you'll spend an effort for that,
Dunzo.
nice. Then he can do that. Cherry is executing a hack. Is that right?
She definitely will pull up her slab on dark mode, try to
Okay.
execute a hack.
Let's hear it. What hack are we doing?
She's trying to get into the second network.
And do what?
Get information, whatever information she can get. What do the Mulligans actually do for a living? What is there any mention of Tren? Is there any mention of baby pictures of Eva's?
No.
All right, so then let's see. We're probably looking at a get general information hack. I'm gonna say a get general information for like questions about their their business dealings and associates kind of thing. I'd allow something like that. Um, and let's see. So we're gonna be looking at a DC of, let's see, 13.
Okay.
DC 13, and so yeah, she does not have her reroll or
Do,
the what's it called, alternate outcome.
does the line shunt give me an additional modifier?
It does not.
Okay. Well, that's rude.
She
Right.
says, knocking it out with a nat 12 for a total of 18. Nice. All right, so Cherry, Cherry then gets a little, downloading files progress bar, as she's extracting, copying files on the Mulligan's business dealings. And I'd say that, let's see, the other for, baby pictures or, maybe family stuff. If you just wanted like baby pictures, you could do like a specific question. That'd be an easier hack a little bit. Um, I think that would be let's see, is that gonna be a 12 at this point? Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Would be a DC 12 to get baby pictures. Or you could even broaden it a little bit to just family pictures.
Sounds perfect. Okay. Let's see.
And this is happening within seconds of ducking down behind the love seat there. Nice. So she pokes around. This system is pretty well secured for a home network, but she finds the family pictures as well, and specifically makes sure to get every single childhood photo of Eva.
Oh no.
um, Zeke sees the office door open, get thrown open, and the assistant steps out with a guard flanking each shoulder, and she is looking intensely around the room.
Uh-oh. He's gonna pass that message along to Cherry and kind of
She would.
imply it's a time to make a decision on how we're gonna handle this. We in or out?
If we could avoid having to do that, that would be great. I know you kind of live for the drama, though. If we can avoid it, then I will readily admit that you're the best ever and owe you a favor.
I guess can Zeke wait until the last moment to make that decision?
Sorry, come again. What decision?
As to whether or not to stay or go.
I get. What are you talking? What are you considering the last moment?
Them guard like exiting onto the balcony.
Oh, I mean, I guess he can wait as long as he wants.
Can Eva see through his little hand mirror what's happening, or
I think she's focused on the hack. He's keeping the lookout. Did he say anything about this?
Um, yeah, I mean he's gonna pass a quick note mentally, right? Like,
Yeah. Hey,
hey,
people just busted out of the office looking.
yeah, this is what I see. What do you want to do? I mean, they had kind of prearranged a plan as to what to do if they got caught. And so he
Okay.
is now asking, like, are we committed to the strategy that we had if we were to be caught? Or are we leaving ASAP?
Yeah.
that was if they were caught, not that she wanted to be caught.
Yeah.
Right. It's still a strategy that's valid if we leave, right? Like, um, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think our method's still applicable either way. I think he would lean towards he can teleport whenever he wants, and so he can wait to see if they open that door, and if they open the balcony door and continue to move in their direction, right, he can leave before he would be seen reasonably.
Yeah, so she's already said to him basically, I'd rather not have to, you know, go through the whole whatever, but and basically she said if you go ahead and get us out of here, then I'll, freely admit to the crew that you're the best ever or owe you a favor or something.
Man, do I owe you an additional check?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I wouldn't. I thought that was the last one. Um,
Okay. And then yeah, are you guys is it consensus being, are you waiting or are you teleporting out quickly?
yeah, I feel like Zeke's just biding his time. I mean, if it,
I think he's trying to make her as nervous as possible.
Okay.
he's gonna
Um
try and hold.
so all right then. So what happens he's watching, the three of them come out of the office. Um One of the two guards walks over immediately to the plant against the wall. Um, looks around for a second, ends up, going around the plant, seeing the line shunt, and rips it off the wall.
Mm.
while the other one starts going around the room looking in every nook and cranny. Um, the the assistant, it looks like she's talking sternly to the woman sitting on the couch,
No, you
who
definitely
seems
didn't have to curse their luck.
yeah, who seems very confused about what's going on, and they're they're trading words, um, and the two guards are combing around the room. They're making their way kind of around the outsides, and it look like they're going to end up at the balcony doors soon.
Uh, as Zeke's watching this happen, he is slow dripping information back to Cherry. Um, does she have anything to say about this, or if not, Zeke's probably gonna make the last teleport back.
No, she's gonna basically be like, any day now. And maybe elbow him a little in the side since they're squished up on this patio love seat, whatever it is.
All right.
So hunkering down and waiting.
No, I mean at this point he's poofing out.
Okay. Give me one more check.
Oh Lord. Wasn't the last one good enough? This is the one where we're gonna get caught.
Who'd we lose?
Robert had to go.
Yeah, that was Robert. Good night, Robert.
Yeah,
Man,
these rolls have felt pretty good for not getting caught.
Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think. Think on a contest.
We tied.
You did, in fact, tie, and I can't remember off the top of my head. I feel like the tie generally goes to the person, like, uh,
PC's favor, according to Crawford.
okay. I couldn't remember if it was, that does make sense. There are a few times, I know, like, on initiative, ties go to the PCs.
Oh, you
But
know
yeah,
what? Now I'm second guessing because you're right. It is definitely initiative, but I'm not certain it is skill checks.
but no, you're right that it also happens for opposed skill checks.
Okay, okay.
I had just found the spot. So you are in luck here. As you disappear, and where are you guys going back to?
great question. Where exactly does he teleport us all squished up back to?
I mean, yeah, I guess back to his room where we started this mess.
We just crack onto the floor and she's like, "Ugh." Get your knee out of my ribs.
Yeah, probably the floor or back to the window or
Hmm.
Yeah, back to the room is a good point. That'll keep you from having to go back through any of the house. Um, okay, nice. So, you guys got out.
She looks at her black slab immediately to see if the hack finished.
Yeah, she's got files transferred, and so she's good to go. Her hack, as far as she can tell, her hack was undetected.
Hmm.
Undetected.
Then how did they know?
Yeah, that's a good question.
When she sees it successful, she's she's just gonna be giddy. And then she'll punch his arm real quick.
You almost got us caught there.
Me?
Yeah, I thought you were a good hacker.
Oh my word. I will have you know that my hack was undetected. I don't know how they knew about that line shunt.
Undetected. They seem pretty upset for an undetected hack.
Because listen, I'm telling you that technologically they didn't detect my hack.
Well, where does that leave us? How do they know about the line shunt? They knew exactly where it was.
Did you sense any psionic?
No.
Is it possible a psionic sensed you?
I cloaked myself.
All right. Well, I guess we'll never know.
I mean, if we're gonna find out, it'll be soon.
Speaking of which, what are you two doing at this exact moment?
She's still laying on the floor with her black slab.
I mean, Zeke's still there too.
Yeah, she's gonna hold it up and be like, by the way, check out the extra fun stuff I got, and pull up a toddler picture of Eva.
um, so yeah, there are several of those. Actually, quite a ridiculous number once she starts glancing.
Doting parents, only child.
Mm-hmm.
Doting parents whose jobs took them away for
Mm-hmm.
stretches.
Oh yes. A lot of the pictures are of just Eva by herself, playing or doing whatever. Some of the time with various house staff joining in, or her interacting with them. Looks like they definitely uh, took a lot of pictures of her. Um, but then yeah, you can actually um, all the pictures are time stamped and stuff. So if Cherry were so inclined, with a bit of time, she could start piecing together some of their. She could certainly figure out times when they were definitely home. But um, yeah, so you guys can share some pictures. Let's see, how's Zeke doing with his effort here?
2.
Is that after teleporting back to the rooms?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so.
All right. Let's see. So you guys are in Zeke's room. Um, you hear out kind of at the end of the hallway, the door opened pretty forcefully, and you hear boots on the boots coming down the hall.
Which door opening forcefully?
Like the end of the hall, like at the guest wing,
Mm-hmm.
from where you guys had originally left.
But I thought we went back to the guest wing.
Yeah, you guys are in Zeke's room, but like out his, there's a hallway outside, that runs along the kind of the length of, this part of the guest wing of the mansion, and you're hearing one of the doors to the main house open and kind of shut loudly.
And they're storming towards us.
Yes.
Darn it.
If we both hear that,
Mm-hmm.
Cherry would look over at Zeke and be like, "All right, well, plan B or plan C? I guess we did already do the love note."
Love note.
Did you want to go the blackmail route though?
Yeah, I think blackmail. We might have gotten caught on the line shunt. I'm really not clear.
All right. She goes back to swiping through baby pictures of Eva and tries to hide the other files she hacked deeper into her black slab.
Just a note. The black slab is something that she could be in trouble for having anyway.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it's very illegal.
Could she reasonably hide that and be... She transfers the photos of... Well, man. We don't want to own up to the line shunt then.
Zeke could go about 1,000 kilometers away with a black slab real fast.
That is an excellent point. He could take black slab and data phase tap both, as well as he could basically take like Cherry's hacking kit. I'm kind of assuming she would have had like a separate little bag that would have had like her data phase tap and her line shunts in it.
Sure.
As well as, that's probably also where she keeps the black slab when she's places where she can't just have it out. So yeah, if he's thinking quickly, like he's like, hold on, you can't get caught with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is he could just take it and honestly, he could probably even get back before. That's a problem. I guess that would be something he wants to quickly verify through telepathy, I guess. Is he coming back? Is he staying out of it to give her a better opportunity to explain away the situation, or what?
Either or.
Well, he's going to lean towards she's a better talker and not come back then at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Not immediately, at least. That's another meta-psionic check that he doesn't have to worry about.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, I actually, I don't need one from you this time. And so he's going to the ship, I'm assuming?
Yep. Deposit our gear.
Okay. Nice. So he's on the ship in in one of the, maybe in her crew quarters or whatever, and is able to stash the bag, and he wants to stay there for now, not come back. What is Cherry doing?
She would hop into bed.
Can I
Okay.
make a possible suggestion? If Zeke's got effort left, maybe he could pop Cherry back over to Eva's room before teleporting back to the ship. With the risk being that you don't have eyes in Eva's room, so don't know if they've already been there or are presently there. But right now, Cherry is in Zeke's room.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you wanted to have done that before teleporting the ship, that's a possibility. I don't know if there was some mention of Love Note, and so you guys might have had plans already to account for her being somewhere other than in Eva's room. It's up to you guys.
We were going with this happened after Eva fell asleep, right?
Yes.
And I'm assuming they already have security cameras.
Good point. Good point. Yeah.
They saw me go to his room.
Yep.
They don't have security cameras like in the in the hallway outside these guest rooms here.
Okay, well,
They do
what
have
would
some like
Zeke?
exterior security cameras and stuff.
I do know Zeke has been trying to be careful about his effort, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fair. And you've already set up for your alibi here, so
Mm-hmm.
it works.
Yeah. Okay, so you're leaping into Zeke's bed and pretending to be asleep or something.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and give me a. Sounds fitting for a perform check.
Oh Lord.
Yikes.
Okay,
I didn't use a modifier, so.
that's fine as you should not have. Uh, let's see. Oh yeah, because you had a +1 to perform already, plus your charisma. Let's see then. Okay, so you hear just faintly. You hear um, the room, the door to the room open, and your heart pounding in your chest, ears straining. You very faintly hear footsteps at the doorway. Then they pause. And they pause.
Question. What's the range on the telepathic link? I guess he'd be
Let's.
disconnected at this point, right?
So the telepathy.
It's so hard to keep track of all this.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain there's no limit on maintaining the connection. Um, there is. Oh boy, yeah. It's really a duration thing. Um, there are like range or visible range limits on initiating it. Like far thought gets you past the need to be looking at the person to open telepathic contact with them. But
That's fine. I was just wondering if we would stay
yeah,
connected.
you are still connected. And the footsteps retreat from the room. The door quietly closes. And some time passes with no further incident.
It takes on pens and needles.
Yeah, I don't know how long Cherry would wait before moving, or if she's staying, keeping sending thoughts to Zeke. Try to keep him in the loop. Do you want
She
me to go?
definitely be thinking like, "Zeke, can you hear me?
The whole time.
Because this didn't work earlier."
It's like a call that we've been on for like 10 minutes.
Well, I never know when you've hung up.
That's my favorite part.
Can I hang up?
Good question. Actually, I don't know. Can
Oh
she
my,
hang up?
sorry.
This is
um,
Avery player asking.
so she cannot. Let's see. I don't believe she can just uh, disrupt the contact herself. Um, let's see.
Basic forms of contact do not allow for a saving throw.
Yeah,
More
so
data for to do.
yeah, it's just sending your thoughts and images. You know, there's well, okay. I guess I say that there's maybe some potential interpretation of the like the sentence structure in it. It talks about a willing target. Not sure if that means well, yeah, no, I guess I don't know. I think I'm overthinking that. Yeah, if she didn't want it, she could certainly turn it off.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess
What's he gonna tell her?
Or
He's
she
gonna say,
could, I
no,
was gonna
he's
say
not going to
she,
part that.
yeah.
Definitely.
yeah, she could she could at least reject the thoughts and images coming across the connection.
I
She
mean,
can't.
he's going to tell her it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because yeah,
She
she actually
tries to
gets
project an image of herself rolling her eyes.
easy peasy.
Oh,
That comes very naturally.
Hmm.
um, all right. Well, we're coming up on our time now.
Do we want to jump to the morning when Eva's waking up, or?
I was gonna say, is Zeke gonna come back, or is he staying out for the night? Does Cherry want to go take a peek around, see if the coast is clear?
Yeah, she would. She would slip off her shoes and make it look like she was, creeping back to Eva's room whenever she did go.
Okay.
And if the coast is clear, she'll telepathically let Zeke know that.
Okay.
no, at which point I guess he would return. Right.
Yeah. So when she opens the door and takes a look out into the hall, she sees at uh, the far end. She sees the door is just shutting. There's a guard leaving the guest wing, and the door shuts behind him. And she doesn't see anybody else.
All right. Then she's gonna start tiptoeing back to Eva's room. And she'll mentally tell Zeke coast is clear.
He poofed back.
All right, he's back in his room. Now, excuse me. Yeah, so we've got everybody back where they're supposed to sleep, and you guys can get your full night of rest. Night passes undisturbed. You can get your effort back, Zeke.
Ooh.
Mhm.
And a new day dawns.
Fantastico. Is Eva an early riser or a late riser?
I believe we'd established she tends to be in, burning both ends of the candle kind of
Yeah.
person, because Cherry had to establish the like the no noise,
Yeah.
like the noise ordinance on the ship for certain hours because of Eva's tendency to work in the workshop at ungodly hours.
I think the way it works out is she's naturally a morning person, but she gets so fixated when she's working that she burns both ends that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And, eventually just falls asleep in the workshop. So yeah, she's a pretty early riser. I'm gonna roll a luck save for you, Danielle.
Thanks.
Okay, all right. She may or may not have woken up early. If she
Okay.
did, she hasn't disturbed Cherry.
Wow.
Very cool. Does she want to go check on the other known early riser?
She is just laying in her bed. Her mind, to be clear, her mind is going at usual Eva speeds, but she is not moving from the bed.
All right.
Did Zeke make it back?
He did. He's back in his room.
Solid.
Okay. Do you guys want to role play out all the people waking up at different times and stuff, or do you want to
I think that's up to Ethan and Dex if they want to do that, but also in Avery.
because otherwise I could narrate us a little bit to move us along a teensy bit.
To the breakfast table.
I do have a small thing for Eva, but I want to pass it along to Ethan first because he has had the least screen time this session.
Yeah, I guess nothing really to add for the getting up.
I was I was really hoping somebody would just go to like kind of make the rounds to see that get everybody up and find like Bo with his 13 guns all laid out, glistening softly in the morning light, and the oils that they were bathed in the night before.
So Aoibhe's little scene also depends a little bit on Cherry. Does she make any noise or commentary about why Aoibhe is still here, being so late in the morning for Aoibhe, or why she didn't wake Cherry up?
Hmm. It might just be that Cherry looked tired, but I think Cherry would probably wake up not long after. Sorry, can you repeat your question? I don't know if I processed it at all.
Oh, basically just asking, does Cherry comment on the fact that Aoibhe hasn't woken her up in some way, either intentional or unintentional?
She would congratulate her.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I think that triggers the little Aoibhe scene. She looks a little bit. I don't want to say more thoughtful than usual because it is Aoibhe, but a little bit more like pondering, maybe philosophical, thoughtful, like deep thoughtful. Um, and she just kind of stares off, kind of at the upper corner of where where her far wall meets the ceiling.
Hmm.
I never really felt like this was bed, and I was either falling asleep in the treehouse or working on something, or sometimes here somebody sometimes would wake me up and bring me here. And I thought coming back that it would feel like I had come back home, but this doesn't feel like home.
What do you mean?
It feels more like home when I'm somewhere out in space and don't know where I am. I mean, obviously I know where I am, but like space is big and you're somewhere out there.
Hmm.
I
I
guess
think
I
I
was.
like you being the captain versus here where you're not allowed to be the captain. Oh.
Thank you. I think I like being out also. And I guess it's obvious. I've always been destined for greatness.
And there's the Eva I know. Gonna need some coffee.
There's a small kind of like a half smile, like did I land the joke? And wait, she didn't think I was serious. Kind of half smile. Some glimmer of awareness of what she said, but also why isn't everybody agreeing with me?
We love the glimmer.
Well, servants will always have coffee ready here.
Wait, like in the room?
No? I mean, we have like 3 kitchens.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
We only have one kitchen on the ship.
Yeah.
Plus whatever Bo's doing in his room.
Oh, that's true. I don't think Bo cooks in his room, though. Oh.
He has that still.
Mhm.
But okay, let's go get some caffeine. I wonder if they still know what I like.
I'm sure they've got that written down somewhere. It's got to be someone's job.
Unsubtle foreshadowing. They also never gave Eva caffeine, all the while her believing she was getting caffeine.
Meanwhile, Bo's in his guest room scrambling eggs over a camp stove.
Oh my
Of
word.
course he is.
Yeah, I'm.
Glad I threw that in the bag full of guns.
Oh my word.
You
Yeah,
never know when you're gonna need a camp stove.
yeah. I feel like there's a housemaid who makes the rounds in the guest quarter to to knock on everybody's door and say breakfast is being served until a couple hours from now, but it's still relatively early, not unreasonably early, but definitely a bit earlier than would typically be totally kosher. Um, uh, like if saying 9 o'clock were the definitely okay time to
Mm.
bother somebody in the morning, it's like 8. And so she would I don't know if Zeke would be awake yet or if this would wake him.
Oh yeah, I guess scratch that because then Bo was probably up and cooking eggs like 3 hours before that point.
Oh.
6 a.m.
Oh, that early.
Oh boy, it's 5 a.m.
That's fair. I was
Patrick
gonna
meme.
yeah.
Who orders a Krabby Patty at 3 a.m.?
um but then I guess by that time he would have long since cooked his breakfast and eaten it. What would he be doing at that point?
I guess if everyone else is going to breakfast, he'll follow them to breakfast. It's second breakfast time.
Yeah. Would she come in to find his collection?
No, I
Or
guess
do you
it would
think
all
she
be
would
put away, like back in the myriad cases and duffel bags, and
sensible? Boo, but sensible.
he keeps a clean room,
Hmm.
and I guess ready to run off with 5 duffel bags filled with guns into.
Yeah, he's not living in an unpacked armory.
It says he's got to be ready for me to pick up and slowly run away with.
Stumble away.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
Me and
All
my
right, so
30 encumbrance.
does does Cherry have any? Do Cherry or Zeke have anything to tell people about the night before?
Nope.
Or I guess I was gonna say, I guess even if they did, we're at 11:25, so we'd probably have to wait till next time anyway.
I mean, Cherry wouldn't.
Zeke walks in the room with lipstick on his face.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, he didn't clean that off. That was the cover story.
He's like, well, yeah, y- for the cover story to work, like people have to see it, right?
We gotta sell it.
Yeah, sell it. Mental note to self: explain to Zeke what she means by cover story.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh man, that would be hilarious. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead. Let's get our favorites and give everybody 1 XP here first. And yeah, I guess the next time we'll plan to do the lunch with Trin, and maybe move on past that, see if we can get a bit of a montage of goings on here on Anagris while Cherry and Ryu make the trip to Loa Nuda and back. Get some traveling done. All right. Load, please. Okay. We've got a favorite from Robert, who would have been first anyway tonight. So I'll get to that here in a second. After that will be Avery. But let me get that here. So Robert's favorites are the Zeke's half second of impulse control. I'm trying to think which moment that would have been. When he had
When Zeke was, I believe it was when Zeke was actually being cautious, and then Cherry took had to say 3 words to goad him into, well, no longer cautious.
Yes. Oh,
I'll
that
show
makes
you.
sense.
That was pretty great.
Yeah. Oh, and then the other Bo's skin pants line. Yeah, that was. Let's see if I can type this right here. I think he said epidermis pants. Oh boy. All right, Avery, what were your faves?
Give it the Sly Cooper vibes of this section.
Mhm. Yeah, that was a bunch of sneaking around.
Successfully too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somehow.
Yeah, I thought with all those 4s getting rolled, I thought for a second I was like, they're about to get caught at the first part, which would have made for an interesting. You gotta just be bringing out the cover story from the get go. But you
We
made
were
it
ready.
through.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to make it seem like we'd gotten up to similar shenanigans before
Mm-hmm.
and already had an act down of what we did if we were ever caught.
Yeah, I got you. Let's see. I think for my favorite, one of them is definitely going to be Pete's human clothes. which we didn't really get into
Or lack
detail about.
thereof.
Yeah, but just imagining like that they'd have had to have clothing tailored specially for him because he is not human sized at all, or
They
human
just went to the
proportioned.
Spaceys version of big and large.
Yeah, I mean the big and extra large, like he's
Big and
you know,
bulky.
big and bulky. Yeah, and would have had to have it custom tailored a bit, no matter what it is, just to make it seem like it somewhat fits him.
Mhm.
That was a fun idea. And I think the other would be Zeke hiding the illegal equipment, because that was
Pro move.
I think that was a pro move. Yes,
Yeah.
that could have gotten very bad if they looked around a little bit and were like, what do you know, hacking gear. And
Contingency is always on his mind. He can go very far away for free.
yeah. All right, Danielle, your face.
Finally getting the baby pics. And I would say the doing a heist with Zeke. It's just really fun.
Yeah. Made a good duo. Abe.
Yeah, because we talked about the two of them knowing each other before they joined the big crew. So
yeah, and I love the idea that they had their little plan in place, because they typically like they typically have a hard time just not getting caught at all,
yeah.
because they don't have a sneaky bone in their bodies.
Well, I think especially the number of times that like he had to use the reroll or whatever to save them.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
for
like,
sure.
Right out the gate.
Yeah, crazy stuff. All right, let's see. Dex.
That actually rolls into one of my faves. I enjoy when the people who like it's all first of all, it's always good when a character that is focused in a thing gets to shine at doing their thing. But I also really like it when characters have to do something they're not focused at, like all the sneaking tonight, and it's enjoyable to me because it opens up. I'm getting way too in depth here. Just I like the unfocused sneak rolls.
Okay, I got you.
Or characters doing stuff they're not good at. Yeah. The other fave was that's my favorite part.
oh, like what was it? I can't tell when you've hung up, and he's like, "That's my favorite part."
Yes.
Oh my word, hilarious.
Was that Zeke that said that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she was like, "Are you still there?" And he was like, "We've been in this call for like 10 minutes." And she's like, "Well, can't tell when you've hung up." And he's like, "That's my favorite part."
Oh, just Zeke being unhinged as usual. Oh, love it. Okay, my Discord is acting up. Did it up? It doesn't look like it updated. Okay.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh man. Oh,
Okay,
it's fun.
enter. Do
Did
you
you
guys
put
see
that in
this?
quotes, Dex, or?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to add it. Did it go onto the faves? The That's my favorite part by Zeke.
Uh-uh.
Oh.
Ah, great. Okay, so for some reason I'm editing this and then hitting enter, and then it's just not doing it.
You
So
might
that's fun.
be disconnected from Discord.
I don't know. It's like I'm hearing voice. It doesn't make sense sometimes.
Nah.
um. So let's see here. Let's just try it this way. Okay, Ethan, what's your faves for the night?
Pete's pantslessness being a conscious choice.
Oh.
And I think it was kind of in there with someone else's, but the stealth thing by the skin of their teeth.
Can't wait until next week when we find out if we actually succeeded or not.
Yeah, if you get stuff. Or
Mhm.
if Mr. Mulligan shows up at the breakfast table with your line shunt and a laptop, that has like hacking detected at
Yeah.
12:34 a.m.
Yeah.
For all we know, we were on camera.
Mhm.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. What am I? Maybe I'm gonna see if I can't copy this back in.
He'll say, I wasn't sure when Eva suggested me hiding listening devices inside the couches. But after that love seat caught your entire life.
I don't remember Eva suggesting Bo hide listening devices in the
Oh
couches.
no, saying that Mr. Mulligan, he's been holding on to
Oh.
random inventions from
Oh.
Eva's earlier days.
Yeah, I could see that.
Her bugged love seat. Like, when am I ever going to use this?
Oh.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna just copy all of this. Well, let me do this. No, okay, we're gonna do it this way then. Delete message. That worked. And it's maybe gonna let me send a new message. Oh, no, it's grayed out. It's acting like it won't let me send it. What is going on?
Did you get banned from
Oh.
the server?
No. I mean, that wouldn't make any sense.
Open it again. It's probably lights off and back on again.
Yeah, I probably just need to close it out. So let me pop off real quick. But yeah, that is this is more or less the end of our session. We're just gonna have to I gotta get this up here so you can copy it to the Roll20 and stuff.
Yeah.
Let me be right back, I guess.
Now that Ben's gone.
Uh,
Just kidding.
Can you believe he failed all his rolls? What a loser.
I was a nervous wreck half the time we were doing that tonight.
There
I
we
did
go.
like 4 meta psionic checks along the way, and I was very happy to see the rolls were good.
Yeah.
Is that what you saw?
That's what I saw. My story proves I can do it.
Alright, posted.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely yeah, I guess I mean I probably don't have to spell this out, but yeah, just to clarify because I don't remember. It's been a while since we've done this. I roll the opposing checks secretly because the way the way that I understand it working, the person trying to cloak would not, it's already slightly giving you, meta knowledge that you have to make those checks because the person cloaking would not actually know that someone is trying to observe them, and neither would the observing party unless they actually win the check. And then basically that, if they would win that check, it would let them perceive that action that was done. And then, but it's not like, well, then they're just exposed from then on out. It's as long as as long as you're still maintaining the cloak, there's still a contest for each action you take.
Yeah.
But yeah, you didn't feel any attempts to, oh goodness, what's it even called? Uh, Psychic static. Because you would have, that's something that you would obviously feel even if you can't see the other psychic or detect their abilities.
I am glad that Eva told her father to, just in case that was the catalyst that added so much medicine attention to your scene. Be very amusing if he didn't have medicine on staff, but had gotten one because of Eva's comment.
Yeah, like, oh boy. Hmm. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed getting to do a bit of metasonic attention, I suppose. It's it's not super often I feel like that Zeke gets to fool around with those powers where there's some sort of possibility of getting caught. Um, a lot of the time you guys have been in very remote places.
Mhm.
Somehow he hasn't really had his powers ever significantly bite him. I'm sure that will happen eventually, but even with some poor week, I keep waiting for like that cumulative debt to be paid.
Mhm.
Oh, I should stop the stream now.
It's got to pay the piper eventually.
Yep. All right, ending stream.
Sounds good. Good night.